I do get guys walking in, girls coming in, they've known each other 3 weeks and they want to go back to Germany, you know. And
really? And he met her in a bar somewhere down on Beagle Road?
Probably in Soy 6.
All right. Yeah. Just to let you know, it's actually, it's 7:45 in the morning on a Monday morning. I came here at 7:30 because the last time I came here, I thought, well, I'll do it late afternoon, like a lot of the interviews I do. And Soy 6, all the bars were open, all the girls were screaming, and it was so loud we couldn't do it. So I came back the following morning. But today, I've come real early because you're going to get you get busy really early, don't you?
Yeah, about 8 o'clock, 8:30, it starts to get busy.
Because I've been here and you can't get a seat in here. If somebody's coming to see you, what's the best time is there any time where it kind of is quieter, where they can come in?
Late in the afternoon.
Late in the afternoon.
Yeah, but I don't stay. I actually go home about 2 o'clock every day since my accident.
Right.
And I've got a home office, so I work from home in the afternoons. I get more done. I get people probably notice I do most of my emails in the early evening and late afternoon.
Sure.
So I'm always here from 8 in the morning, so the minimum 2 o'clock.
So somebody pops down to pattaya and they want to come in and see you. So maybe just after lunch, 1 o'clock, 1:30?
Yes, fine.
And your busiest time is the early morning?
Early. To be honest with you, from about 9 o'clock till about 2 o'clock is busy.
Right. So what about driving licenses? Are you still doing them?
We still do a lot of driving licenses on a Tuesday, a Thursday and a Friday. It's a very quick process. Once we've got the paperwork sorted, we take you from here on at 8:30 in the morning to Rayon, which is about 45, 50 minutes. And you're back in my office no later than 1 o'clock. The lady who does my licenses she's usually sometimes back here at 11:45. She's very quick at them.
Because I did my motorcycle and my car license through Mark, and it was very, very quick. I'm on my second one now, and it's 5 years. First one's 2 years, right?
Yeah, everybody gets 2 years the first time, regardless of which visa you're on. Even Thai nationals only get 2 years the first time. If you're on a long-term visa, like a retirement or something like that, or non-B, you get a 5-year license the second time, and you can also get the international license at this point.
Right.
So it's you've got more options once you're on the long.
So just tell everybody what they need to, if they come here from their own country, they need certain international license or
international. I'll tell you a little bit what we think is going to change. There's going to be a little bit of changes. So you can convert a driving license from, say, New Zealand, Australia, whatever, because it's in English language. If you've got a Portuguese license, a French license, it needs to be translated. So if you get the international license in your own country, from Portugal or France, it has an English page on it. This can be translated. And it can be used just to convert your driving license, much, much easier. And obviously translations are expensive and certifications. I've heard through the grapevine, but it's not happening yet, through the school we use for the driving school. There is a whisper that they may not in the future convert plastic driving licenses. It may have to be an international. So I'm informing people now, if they have time to get the international driving license before coming, it's a very, very good idea. Also, it keeps you legal for 90 days after you arrive.
Right, okay.
So it keeps you insured with the government insurance and whatever for 90 days and legal with the police.
Let me just ask you about this. On the 1st of June, if you're not wearing a helmet, it used to be 500 baht. I've been stung for 500 baht many times down the beach road. But they've changed the law. Some people have said it's 2,000 baht. Other people say it's up to 2,000 baht. What's actually going on there?
It's up to 2,000 baht. It just depends how the officer is on the day and how hungry he is, really. That's as simple as that,
So if someone's driving down the beach road and the police are out, they're always outside, guys wear a helmet. These days, they're always outside the police station. Maybe not on a Sunday, but every other day. What have people been paying? Have you heard anything through the grapevine, as it were?
Anything from 500 baht to 2,000 baht.
And they do sting some people with 2,000.
If you've got no helmet on and no license, then you're going to be paying the upper limits.
Right. And just no helmet, maybe 1,000 or
1,000 baht.
Yeah. It's just not worth the risk. It's really nice. People will say you're crazy not wearing a helmet because it's dangerous, but around Pattaya, you're not going that fast. And it's nice to kind of not have a helmet on sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets very hot. But the downside is if you do have an accident with no helmet on, you're not insured.
Yeah, and also it's very dangerous for your health because you might hit your head on the pavement.
If you hit one of them curbs, you're in trouble. You know what I mean?
Is there anything else, very short video today, but is there anything else people need to know if they're coming out here? Licenses, visas, banks, anything?
For the bank accounts, opening the bank accounts, you need a current driving license, must be valid. Remember, when you're doing the visa, you need about a minimum 15, 16 months remaining on your passport validity. So make sure you don't shortchange yourself on the visa. like I say, try and get an international if you have time. They're very cheap to get in your own country.
Right.
And it does make things a lot easier. Although the bank will always open it with the plastic card. It's only really the driving school and the DLT that need the international driver's license.
I'm actually planning to go to the bank after here a little bit later on today because my first visa here wasn't through you, as you know, 3 years ago. And I opened the agent opened a Bangkok bank on a tourist visa, and all my information is incorrect. So I went to the bank, my Bangkok bank in Bangkok near me, the Bangkok bank near me, I should say, and they said no, you have to go down to Pattaya because all your paperwork's down there, which I thought was crazy. You know,
actually, that's a really good point because I'll just give a little bit of information to people. They're all panicking about their bank accounts being closed. Now, if your app goes off on your phone, the bank, you'll contact the bank because your app's gone off. What they 99% of the time want you to do is update your account, update your phone number. So what they're doing now is they're asking, particularly people in the last 18 months that have opened accounts, they're asking you to get a receipt from your phone provider. You need your passport to do this. So you go, for instance, if you use AIS as your network provider.
That is who I use, yeah.
So you go into the AIS shop with your passport and your phone, and you ask them for a receipt for the bank, and they fully understand it. And the receipt has to have on it your name and the number of the telephone. That's it. Typically, they charge you 50 baht for doing this. Take this back to the bank with your passport. They'll rescan your face, take a copy of that, and unlock your app or phone. In some cases, when people haven't contacted them throughout the country and haven't even noticed their app's frozen, they'll actually freeze the account. You don't lose your money in the account. When you come back in and do the update, they unfreeze your account, your money's safe.
Because again, on social media, that's false information. I watched one video where they said they're going to close all foreigners' accounts and keep the money. You know, people were panicking.
Also, what they're doing with the update is they're checking where your funds come from. They may ask you to prove legitimacy of the funds you put through the account.
Right.
One thing they definitely do not allow is Bitcoin. Any reference to Bitcoin from another account going into your bank, you're going to lose it.
Right. Okay.
So be very, very careful where you put your funds in from.
What about like myself? I'm going to go to the bank and I'm just going to say, look, my details have changed. I've got a new phone number. I've got a new address. Can you update your details? Will they update them?
They will update you.
Yeah.
If you've got a new phone number, it will take 7 days for them to update the phone number.
No, that's fine. It's just if they need to contact me, you know, I like I say, I came in, like a lot of guys out there, I came in on a tourist stamp the first time and they don't know my address. They don't have my bank account. Nothing's happened to my account because I've had it 3 years. But, you know, if I'm in Bangkok and they turn all the apps off, I've got to make a special trip down here. Well, as I'm down here already, I thought
use the opportunity. It's a good point you bring up there that you've had it 3 years and nothing's actually happened to your account. So it's more people in the last 18 months. And I've noticed with clients I've opened in the last 6 months, those have been the ones that have been affected.
Have you had any, because I mean, obviously I haven't had anything happen to my accounts, but have you seen anything happen to like regular guys' accounts?
Yeah.
I mean, not scammers.
Not scammers, no. Yeah. They're, I've seen their accounts, the app goes off and then they're contacting me. And I just say to them, when you come back, contact the bank now. If you're out of the country, when you come back, do what I've just told you to do and everything's fine.
So it has happened to people. I didn't realise.
It is happening, yeah. It is happening.
I wonder what hasn't happened to me yet then.
I think it's because you've had your account for over 2 or 3 years.
3 years.
And they can look back at your legitimacy of your funding. You know?
And the funding, my funding always comes in from another bank. It's not like crypto.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, so there's no real reason for them to look at you. You know?
Right. Okay.
And of course, once you're on a long-term visa like a non-O, your account's never going to go.
No.
Your account is.
But they don't know that at the moment. That's why I'm going to see them just to show them my passport and everything.
Yeah. If they've not seen your passport since the last time you went on to the non-O, then it's a good idea to update it.
Okay, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So if you're planning to come out here, you want to get a retirement visa, you want to get a driving license, Mark's located, as I said at the beginning of the video, in Soi 6. It's one-stop visa, just off the beach road, the infamous Soi 6, you can't miss it. And you're open from what time to?
We're open 8 in the morning till 5 at night.
9 o'clock or
8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning, 5 at night, 6 days a week.
5 days a week. But I come in myself on a Saturday, 10 till 2.
Right.
And sometimes on a Sunday. If I've got appointments for tourist visas to the UK, for instance, I tend to bring them in at the weekend. It's quieter. I can sit down, spend some time and explain things correctly and properly to them.
Guys, if you've got any, there's a link in the description. If there's anything you want to ask Mark, if you're sitting in your home country and you think you've got a question, just put it in an email. Mark will get back to you, and he'll answer all your questions, basically, right? You answer all your emails, I take it.
I answer all my emails.
Right.
Sometimes I'm a little bit slow because I get, like after doing a video with you, I'll have hundreds and hundreds of emails.
Sure.
So it takes a little bit of time to get back to them.
Right.
So I do answer all my emails. Occasionally you miss one, everybody does, it's one of them things. That I do. But remember also, if you're a member of TLP, Thai Legal Protection,
Right.
you get a discount on my services.
Right.
And if your first time in Thailand and you're going on to a retirement visa, it's a very good service to take up for the first 3 or 4 months minimum.
That's Peter Thai.
Peter Thai Legal.
Yeah.
Because, he checks your rent contracts, he can give you free will. It can help you settle into life safely,
Right. Peter actually, it's a legal firm here in Pattaya and Bangkok. He has Thai lawyers, and basically he charges a membership. I think it's $7.99 a month.
$7.95 a month.
$7.95 a month, and it's not a contract, it's a monthly thing. Some guys come out here for a couple of weeks and they take it out, and the whole point to take it out is if you find yourself in Lumpini police station at 3 o'clock in the morning, there is a 24-hour number that you can call and you can get help. Or if you take out a lease on a condo, something like that, they check it if it's in Thai, and it's a good service. I'm with them myself, and also I use Mark. When I first came here, I used another agent, another visa agent, but I don't just make videos with Mark just to get content. I've had my driving licenses through Mark. He's checked. I've had my last 2-3 visas through you. So it is a good service. So just to reiterate, guys, if you want to come here long term and you want to get a driving license, you want to get a long term visa, bank account, Mark is the man to